Hey everyone. As promised, I wanted to give everyone an update on the NovelAI situation, the drama that unfolded, and I do have some juicy tidbits for you, though probably not the answers that everyone's looking for. This part won't make a ton of sense unless you've seen the other video, which talks about what happened between the NovelAI team, Stable Diffusion's team, and Automatic 1111, who is the main programmer behind the web UI. But Frank the Tank, I thought that beef was squashed, you might be telling yourself. I saw an apology from Emad himself. That didn't happen. And that's actually what I wanted to talk about today, is the apology that a lot of people immediately assumed was real was not actually real. And unfortunately, not a lot of people followed up with Automatic about that. When he posted about it, he even got downvoted on Reddit, which was a really interesting turn of events. Now, I did what I could as far as due diligence. I did reach out to Automatic, and I did have a conversation with him, so he confirmed that what I'm telling you now is accurate. I also reached out to Hardmaru on the Stable Diffusion team, though I never heard anything back. It doesn't seem like the sequence of events has prevented Automatic from continuing his work. I see a lot of updates still coming to the web UI, and it is a beautiful program. I do think it's kind of weird that the Stable Diffusion team has just kind of let everyone believe that this apology happened. They never made any official announcement from what I saw about the situation, or made any attempt to say that that wasn't actually them that made that official apology on behalf of their company. So that was a bit of an odd move from a business sense. Though I have to say, the strategy seemed to have kind of worked. A lot of people immediately forgave the Stable Diffusion team, despite the fact that they did nothing to be forgiven about. I'll say again, like I said in my previous video, I feel like what they did was a huge overstep. They involved themselves in something that really had nothing to do with them directly. And they definitely shouldn't have any interest in protecting the intellectual property of NovelAI, which really doesn't have anything to do with Stable Diffusion as a team, or as a company. When you think about it, NovelAI is taking Stable Diffusion's work and repackaging it to sell it, which is not something that Stable Diffusion really should have involvement in protecting, right? And so that about sums up where Stable Diffusion landed. But what about NovelAI? Well, it seems like their generator was incredibly popular, to the extent that they couldn't keep their service up and running. The NovelAI service nearly shut down almost immediately, and they had to go through emergency measures just to keep their systems online. There was about a week's time where you can see a ton of different Twitter posts where they're just constantly talking about how their system is almost back up and running, and just hang on, but I don't see any evidence where they did anything to reimburse their customers or help out in any way. So I gotta warn you, if you try to go through NovelAI's official company tweets, it's mostly anime porn at this point, it seems like, and you have to really dig to get through their system messages or their extremely braggadocious posts where they talk about how beautiful their code was, all that stuff. And one of the most bold things that I came across was them using the opportunity that their servers were shut down to try to redirect that traffic towards a Twitch stream, where they're trying to now grow a presence on Twitch. So I don't know what it is that NovelAI is trying to become, but it's obvious that they're trying to get as far away from just generating stories as possible at this point, or at least that's what it looks like from the outside. I mean, diversify your business, go wild, Hoss, but, stick to the core at some point and get back to the fact that I can't actually write a story using NovelAI anymore. So, credit where it's due, the hyper networks and the technology that came with that did make for some really cool looking images, but it's out there now. It's too late. You can't put that toothpaste back in the tube. There's a ton of people right now at this moment that are training their own hyper networks, probably because they've seen my videos about it. If you think about it, a month or two ago, NovelAI kind of stood alone. They didn't really have a ton of competition. And now they're standing squarely amongst a ton of competition just all over the place. So it seems like an odd choice to focus so much and put so much company liability into the AI art generation for a story writing company. But, it's not my company, whatever. There is certainly a business there and a demographic of people who can't do this kind of stuff at home. But the truth is, every day, it's getting cheaper and cheaper to do this kind of stuff at home. This is going to eventually not be a sustainable business model for you. Major companies like Microsoft is getting involved in things like DALL-E. You've got companies like Adobe that are also involving their own AI cloud products. These last few weeks have felt like a mad dash to quickly adapt to the newest technology, the newest issue that's popping up. But my fear is that that's not going away anytime soon. As far as NovelAI goes, there's probably a huge subset of customers that want really cool images. And the images that NovelAI can generate, when it runs, is decent. But the moment I went to write a story, and it didn't actually help me write a story, I canceled my account, which is what everyone else is likely to do as well. And besides that, the situation also opened my eyes to the fact that I could probably have a story generator model running on my home computer as well, if I wanted to. In fact, I might try that. Anyway, if there's any other big updates in this story, I'll of course follow it, and I'll keep you guys apprised. But in the meantime, I appreciate you checking back in with me, and as always, thanks for watching.